Yes, welcome to today's presentation. I want to bring a simple profile about Dalkrins Technologies. I know in our YouTube channel there are many videos we do post every day on a weekly basis or a monthly basis, depending on the content of what we want to deliver. So today I want just to bring to you an overview of what Dalkrins Technologies is all about. The name Dalkrins was derived from the acronym for engineering, that is design, research engineering, and also simulation. That's why we came about those words called Dalkrins. And then technologies is about we are putting in together the engineering technologies or apply engineering principles to produce parts for industries or to design or train people for industries. So, what is Dalkrins Technologies? Just an overview of what we do as a company. This is our company profile. Um, Let me show you what we do. As Dalkrins Technologies, the main services we do is we do industrial design and development from conception into realizing the actual product like mechanical products, basically automotive and general products like plastics for blow mold and also injection mold. We also do CAD training, that is using SolidWorks and Inventor. And if you want to learn how to design using SolidWorks, we also guide you on how to learn from a basic, intermediate to advanced level. We also offer CAM training, that is computer aided manufacturing. Normally we use SolidCAM and MasterCAM, but in case you want maybe specialized training needs, we also do training using Fusion 360 and also HSM Works or CAMWorks. We also do what we call material and machine consultancy. We come to your company, we understand the challenges you are facing. Maybe you need some tools. We guide you on which tools you want to you're able to stock on your machine, on your store, depending on what you are doing. Also, the material compatibility. We also guide you on how which kind of material, which kind of machine, which kind of tools do you require for that purpose. We also do what we call FIA, that is finite element analysis. Finite element analysis is about doing simulation to understand the performance of a product to the real world scenarios, like using either SolidWorks simulation, Mastercam tool simulation. We can also do things like ANSYS, you can do like Inventor, depending on what you want to do. Analysis may cut across, let's say, you want to do stress analysis, fatigue analysis, bulge analysis, be able to understand how you can go about this before you realize your product the industry. Then lastly, also offer contract machining and also CNC programming, or also machining, we'll call it computer numerical control, where we automate our CNC machines are able to see like this. If you want to do CNC milling, CNC lathe, CNC laser, or CNC plasma, we have experts across the country and others who are working in MIT and also UK. We come together to realize this vision because we understand that the skill is the power that drives industries. Um, I'll do a simple introduction. Dalkrins Technology started in 2020 during the COVID-19 after many graduates maybe were having a challenge of finding jobs in the industries. Simply because that time it was very difficult to do physical training in Africa because most of them we do depend on physical training vis-a-vis online training. So during that period, 2019, 2020, 2021, there was a very big gap in industries. The skill has did decline because of low level physical training due to the COVID-19. So we came up to uh, did our feasibility studies, and then we realized that this field is the key that drives the industries. As you see, many of the products are made through manufacturing, and that's why we decided to create a specialized training need and also contract service manufacturing in CAD, CAM, and CNC. where we are located in Nairobi, Lunga area. We do design, we do mold work, we do contract machining. That's how why we did um, introduce what you call Dalkrins Technologies. Actually, we are part of us among the service provider in industrial design and production, also in training. We have trained child industries. We have trained KPA. We have trained various people on individual basis who are working at Rome Motors, others are in MIT, others are in UK. So it depends on which specific skill that you require. Then we find people who are expert in that area. We give you a training to understand how you're going to work and also give back the community. Our focus point as Dalkin Technologies, we do what we call skills mastery from beginner, intermediate to advanced, looking at the trend in the market. So we offer comprehensive skill targeting the industries or the staff from different companies so that you're able to advance your skill and help the company grow. Remember, the skill is the basic knowledge. The skill is let me say, the foundation or comprehensive knowledge that is required for you to achieve a product. Just not theoretical knowledge, but a practical knowledge that you're able to understand and convert into something that is tangible and something that is meaningful. We also do what we call precise engineering solutions. When you do consult, we're able to give you ideas, strategies, or plans that work for you. That's why we are a team as Dalkins Technologies. And then our core area is what we call CAD/CAM experts. We do train some of the experts have gone in other countries like Uganda, Tanzania, Namibia, France, UK. They are working there. They are doing great work in the industries. That's how we give back the communities. Um, our target audience, we target most of the graduates from TVETs. We also target graduates from universities and people who have the niche or who have the capability or who are willing to learn these skills. Because skills doesn't discriminate or doesn't require you to have more those papers unless you have the what they say the passion. If you have the passion, we're able to convert that passion into something because doing something doesn't require much of theory, but it requires a strategy on how you're able to convert or to convert the idea or the steps on how to do something to realize the objective of it. So in our essence, our the target audience, as I said, we normally do upskilling, retooling, and skilling of graduates from colleges, polytechnics, and training centers, even universities who are willing to come and be trained. We also focus on the industries who maybe want to do what we call capacity building for their staff or individuals who are also looking to understand or learn these industries. Okay. Hey, yes, this is very good. As you see, very simple. You say skill is life. Why? It will never diminish. It always appreciates and it makes something into something. It changes something into something. Let's say if you know how to make a pair of shoes and you advance it using Kaizen principle, every day you become an expert in doing that one. You don't need to master those theories. You master the skills. That's why in our profile as Dalkrins Technologies, we aim to empower the visions. We aim to transform boundaries across the world, but in terms of the skills. So we come to a workshop, we analyze what you are facing, maybe the need you require, and then we provide that solution to you so that you're able to use that skill to advance your life. That's why we say skill is life. Our timeline in terms of our growth is in 2018. That's where the vision was realized, or the vision was founded um, through what you call a market analysis. Still, some of the founders were in their colleges, in their universities, but once they were looking at the industries, looking at the jobs, maybe searching for jobs, they realized that challenge because there was a gap between technical education and industrial application. How you apply your industries, how you apply the skills in the industries. You find in Africa, most of the universities or most of the colleges may be teaching theory based, and then they deviate from teaching people entrepreneurial skills. So that's why we find there are many fewer companies who are coming up in Africa. They only want to depend on foreign donors or grants or companies coming from maybe UK countries or maybe overseas to come and establish business here. But if the country allows what you call a conducive environment where they're able to support these graduates, Africa can be the best platform for establishing companies because we have all the resources. That's why in 2018 we realized that there's a need to empower the current generation in terms of the skills. However much the technology is changing, people are using AI, but we need to map these skills so that people can understand how well can you use the AI, or how well can you use the skills you have, or the theory you have. Maybe you have learning the classes, then you convert those theory into skill work. Then we advanced our vision in terms of the skills so that we roll out a structured programs that only focuses on the skill based, simply because when you apply for a job, most cases they ask you what you're able to do. If you only do a little of it, then you at a point look for where or companies where you can advance your skills, or colleges where you can advance your skills. That's how we came into, and we are still advancing. We are also still creating pathways for more people to join. It is an open platform. If you want to join, you can join this. If you're an expert, you want to offer the skills in maybe the skills you have, you want to maybe training in this area or support in this area. That's our vision as Dalkrins Technologies. So this is our time, how we have been advancing throughout um, our our vision. Um, in terms of the SWOT analysis, there are many things we can look at our strength. Our strength is we have a multiple experts who are able to do training in CAD, CAM, and CNC across various controllers like Siemens, Fanuc, has many of them. We have done a very what is it called mass market analysis. We understand the niche, we understand the challenges which facing the industry, and that's why we have customers our training to offer the training in CAD, CAM, and CNC like mold solutions or mold work. We have a very skilled technical team with deep experience in mechanical engineering, both design and manufacturing. As I said, because we don't want to offer theory, but we want to offer the skill that is in industries. Then our strategic location is Nairobi because Nairobi is close to many training centers, many clients, many companies in Nairobi. That's why our strength is focused. But in future, we'll also expand to other centers like maybe Kisumu, Eldoret, Mombasa, so that we're going to offer for more these services. Opportunities are there. The country is growing in terms of manufacturing and agriculture. If we are mechanizing our agriculture, or maybe farming systems, we also need to digitize our systems or industries through many automations. So opportunities are there. Also, during the COVID-19, there was a challenge on training physically. So the opportunities that are also growing is the introduction of AI, and also the mode of offering online training has made it a wider perspective for us to reach many people across the country and even across the globe. Also, we also partnering with the county government through the youth empowerment programs and skill development, so that we're able to offer these skills to the youth. And then they also what you call a rising need for technical consultancy. More of the companies also are adopting the CAD/CAM system in their manufacturing, and this is an opportunity for us to grow. Also, beyond East Africa, as you look at Tanzania and Uganda, you may realize there's a very big gap in terms of technical expertise, like in engineering skills. So we are also opting to advance our niche in Tanzania and Uganda. The weaknesses there may be industrial technical cycles may be changing. The market may be changing. If we fail to integrate the changes in the market into our plan, then this may become a weakness on us. Then also, if we depend much on local market in Kenya, it may also create a void in terms of clientele engagement or customer service requirements across the country and across the continent. Resource-wise, we are only dealing with we have our expertise who are dealing in mechanical. Maybe we also look at how we can expand this field in terms of automotive, in terms of architecture, and other fields, so that we can also give more skills in those areas. The threats are there. Most of the competition is coming from the larger firms who are also offering free platforms for training on maybe low cost. Since this training, if it is industrial, it's very expensive. You need to buy material for training. You need to buy a license for training. You need to have to pay the expertise. So it is very expensive. But if companies or competitors are offering free or low cost, then it becomes a challenge to us as Dalkrins Technologies. Also, the change in technology, people are using AI, but the challenge is if they don't understand how to use AI, it may also affect output. So it's a threat to us as a company. And then there are also licensing challenges in terms of maybe software becomes very expensive, like paying 1 million for software in 1 year, and then you find when you're training people, they want low cost services, which may hinder our service since we want to offer an industrial based training service and also which is basically practical or skill based. The market trends as Dalkrins Technologies. Um, 75% of employers in sub-Saharan Africa normally report a shortage of technical vocational skills among the youth. And this we have seen the trend in Africa. Most of the training are doing theory based. So there's a gap in CAD, CAM, and CNC. Many companies which are coming up, they are finding a way of integrating these people into their companies, but you may not find these people in the market. Maybe the few that you train, they are already they are fully absorbed in the market. So that is the challenge that is there in the current market. So the trend is the growth in terms of CAD, CAM, and CNC is very low in terms of the skills, but in terms of the companies are coming up in Kenya, let's say in Kenya, East Africa, and Sub-Saharan Africa to advance in terms of manufacturing and also invest in manufacturing. Our partners, um, we see ourselves not just as service providers, but as strategic stakeholders in youth growth. Our commitment goes beyond delivering precision training, but we offer engineering solutions. Our aim is to invest in understanding the unique goals and work alongside people who who have the appetite to drive innovation, performance, and sustainability impact in terms of the youth empowerment and youth growth. So if you look at the internal stakeholder, we like in terms of training participants and trainees, that's when we have mastered it well. In terms of manufacturing and the industrial clients, we are almost fully equipped to that. In terms of technical training like TVETs, there's a very big challenge with that. But internally, we okay. Externally, there's very big gap in terms of that. Our priority like stakeholders, stakeholders or sponsorship or mapping from other stakeholders to support manufacturing and industrial products, we have a challenge in those. So we are looking at finding donors or finding grants or finding support who can give us a platform, a place where we can now fully equip our workshop and then say, now this is where we are able to train people from these skills. Because this is the cornerstone of the engineering. Okay, this is our team. Uh, this is our team. Uh, these are the co-founder, Engineer Alfred Juma. Then we have Engineer Lewis. He is now working in the UK, but we work if we do engage him in training, we do online. He's expert in mechanical engineering. Most of the softwares like OnShape, most softwares like SolidWorks, Inventor. He's good in that, and that's why we said we have a dedicated team of group of engineers and technical experts who are passionate with this field, and we offer only varied training for the people who need it for purpose of um, advancing their skills and also advancing their training. Um, we also have Engineer Chege. This one is for UK. This is our Chief Finance Manager. He's the one who does this management of the finance. We have our Engineer Joseph Nyakundi. That is our Chief Technologist. He's working from Rome Motors. We have Engineer Dennis Wanjira. That is our operational strategist. He's working in Kampala. This is our team. We are here to expand our team for more of engagement. Our portfolio, we have done training at Chalibi Industries. We have done training at Kenya Port Authority. We have done machine repair at Kickstart International, the one who are doing products for agriculture, that is irrigation system in Dandora. We have done many companies, I think, which I have not put here, but I will show you in the next episodes. Thank you. The main objective of this presentation is I'm looking at how am I able to support this, not on my own, but people who are willing, just like CC and Self Returns have done, but in a way that would suit African perspective and the industries that are in Africa. If you are willing to support this, kindly you can share to our email, dalkins@gmail.com, or you can contact us through that email. We're able to reach you and we can engage for more support. Be blessed.